to show you how to make a Valentine wreath for your dollhouse. I'm using this mini chocolate box I got at the grocery store as a template. I traced around it onto this cardboard box from Crackers. Cut that out. And I have this stuff called backer rod. It's like a foam tube that I got at the hardware store. If you don't have that, you can just use cardboard. For this foam tubing, I'm seeing how much I need by putting it around the heart. So I can cut it off, it'll be easier to work with. I need 2 pieces, so I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm going to start with the bottom, the point. I need the 2 ends to come together in a point, so I'm going to cut them at an angle. This one will be the opposite way. Then I'm going to hot glue these together. Now I'll make the top of the heart. I cut out the center of my cardboard heart, and it's about as wide as this foam. I'm going to glue the foam to it. If you don't have the foam, you can use several stacks of cardboard cut out in this heart shape. You should use corrugated cardboard, that'll give you a lot of height, or you can make it flat, that's fine too. So I'm going to glue this on before I cut it. I'm going to mark where to cut so that they'll meet perfectly. Glue that side on first. Then I can mark where to cut the other piece before I glue it on. And all of this is going to get covered up, so even if it's not perfect, it's fine, because none of it's going to show. So I'll glue that last piece on. So if you use the foam or the cardboard, all you need to know is that it needs some depth to glue the roses to. The foam is more rounded like a wreath, but I think cardboard would work fine. So for the roses, you can use crepe paper. They come in these rolls. I didn't have any in pink or red, so I have these sheets I'm going to use. And these sheets came in a kit for flower making, so they're orange on the other side, but you don't need it to be two-sided. So from this pink and red, I need to cut strips to make the roses. I'm going to cut them 1/2 inch wide. And these are probably about 6 inches long. And you can experiment with how long you want them to be. The longer the strip, the fuller the roses will be. So I'm going to start off with just a few. You're going to need a lot more, but I want to see how they look before I cut too many. And it's a good thing because these are actually a little too wide that I cut the first time. So you take each strip and you're going to roll it up pretty tight. And as soon as it's rolled up, I let it go so it'll unroll and loosen. And then I pull the top of it towards the outside to make it come open like a flower. And the bottom, I scrunch it up. And I cut it a little bit because it was a little wider than 1/2 inch. A 1/2 inch is a good width. I put the hot glue on the scrunched up end and I stick it to my wreath shape. And you can still open the flower up some more after you glue it on. Okay, I'm going to do a bunch more, and I'm alternating pink and red. And I'm covering the front, and I'm going to cover the insides and the outsides so you can't see any of that cardboard or foam. Now I'm almost done covering the wreath with the roses. I have a few little spots left I need to fill in. So you'll see as you go, it starts to get fuller and you can see, okay, I need another pink one there, another red one there. So when it's hanging on the wall, you can see it from all sides and the foam's all covered up. Okay, when your wreath is done being covered in roses, then you're going to glue some ribbon to the back to hang it with. I cut 2 long strips and I glue each one to the side at an angle on the back. I want the ribbons to meet at the top where I'm going to tie a bow and the wreath will hang by it. Once I've tied my ribbon, I can trim off the excess. It is all ready to hang in the dollhouse.